Hey guys, it's me, Vinny. Um, I know it's been a little while. It's been around a week since my last upload, mostly because unfortunately YouTube copyright striked our videos and we weren't allowed to post anything for a week. I want to give big props to Zenny and the rest of the people out at Zennie62 Media who worked along with me to finally get this resolved. It was an unfortunate situation as to why we were even off in the first place, but nevertheless, it is what it is. And let me just tell you about what happened during this time. Well, as everyone knows, it's been a bit difficult for me to get a full-time job since graduating college. I've been working at Dunkin' Donuts part-time, and I've been working for Zennie62 Media and other places in the meantime as well, just to earn a little cash, just earn a little cash. But then on, I think it was a little while ago, like several months ago, this man, I'm not going to go into detail. His name is Sam. Let's just say his name is Sam. Contacts me, and he's from Peloton. And he said, would you like an opportunity to work? And I said, unfortunately, I can't because I'm busy with other things, but I'll speak later. And I found out that Sam actually lost a job at Peloton because of, Peloton, losing money because people will go outside more and more with the dwindling of the pandemic. And so I say, okay, I'm still searching for jobs and everything. I'm like saying, in the meantime, as it's difficult for me to try to find, full-time employment for journalism, I'll say, you know what, let's see what this guy has. And so I speak to him over the phone, and he says it has something to do with e-commerce. He was kind of vague about it, but I still say, okay, I want to learn some more about business. I want to know about the economics, as Zenny has told me and other people have told me. I say, this could be a great way of doing it. And so he gives me 4 articles. One is about a growth and a fixed mindset. And I think absolutely, my mom tells me about this all the time and talks about, the 4 quadrants: employee, self-employed, business owner, and an investor. I said, okay, that makes a lot of sense. And so I do a lot of notes on this, and I speak to Sam about it. And he's impressed. He is very, very impressed with how I am. And he said, okay, the next step of the program is to have an in-person meeting, and you need to wear a suit and tie. And I said, okay, this sounds pretty big, honestly. It's exciting. Like I might be finally going somewhere. And so I go to a house in Westbury. It's right by a golf course, a really beautiful looking golf course. Like, oh my God. Like when I saw it on Google Maps, like I saw like a really grungy looking house, like saying, sure. But then I actually go to the house. It's beautiful. It's definitely a very wealthy house. Like a wealthy person lives there. It's very spacious, very large. And I don't mean just spacious in terms of the context of, it didn't really seem like there was a lot in the house, like, just on the outside. There was no car in the driveway. In fact, I didn't really see many cars near it anyway. I just drove up right in front of the house, and all that was in front of me was a taxi. Like okay, maybe someone works for a taxi company to make some money. Understandable, but it just feels weird, like why a taxi would be there and everything else just wouldn't. Like, why would they be all spread out? Wouldn't it make more sense if you're closer to the house itself? But so, you know what? Okay. So I go up to the house, and big doors. These big doors, a nice porch with like a bench on it. I ring the doorbell, and there's a little camera there, like how like Ring is. And I say, "Hey Sam, is anyone there?" And there's this immigrant guy, like this guy that sounded like he's from India or Pakistan. And he said, go in the back. I said, okay. The back did not have a walkway, just walk across the grass. Open the gate, and I saw this like water vapor coming from the side of it. I don't know why. Maybe that's just something that, like a heating system. Okay, so I just go to the back, still not much, and I go down the steps for downstairs. And when I open it, it's packed down there, where I'm like shocked because, oh man, there's actually people here. And there's like 30, 40 people. And the woman tells me about, go over to the couch, make yourself comfortable. And this sounds very exciting. Like I bring my laptop, I bring my binder with my loose leaf. I speak to the people around. I couldn't have my Wi-Fi, so I spoke to the person that was there. His name was Jose, and I asked, "Hey, man, mind if I use the Wi-Fi?" And he says that unfortunately, because of the program we're running, it was some guy was using a laptop for PowerPoint for a presentation. They couldn't do it because it would make the Wi-Fi go down. I said, "Okay, that's fine." So one person decided to just lend me their Wi-Fi, and that was fine. But then just before, one of the women, he said, "Would you mind moving over for this elderly couple?" It's like these two elderly, a man and woman from Guyana. The man, at least he said he was from Guyana. And I also noticed the demographics all around. Like outside of me and like one or two other people, everyone else was minority, like a Latino or African American or a black American. I'm saying, wow, this is really culturally diverse. Like a lot of people are getting invested into this, so I seemed pretty excited. But then the show begins. Sam is there. He's in the back with the other mentors. They make a big deal about mentorship and everything. And so their main keynote speaker was this man named Brian. Brian, apparently, according to him, he lives really lavishly in Florida, a nice house with his kids and his wife. He used to be a minor league player for the New York Yankees, and he used to do some coaching on the side. But then he ran into this person at a bar who did, network marketing, and he said that it helped get him so much money. And he was very funny. He was kind. He spoke to the other people involved with the Zoom call, and we did a really good vibe. And he showed us a lot of the models of what went on, of what they planned to do, and it looked kind of exciting. But I also said that I was kind of wondering what my parents would say, because they say your parents could be skeptical at first, but this could be big for you. And they show us a few things, like how you make more money as a business owner, as an investor, and you get more people once you bring them in. It sounds, wow, like this sounds really exciting. It does. And I leave off on a good note. They said they would be sending me some videos to watch. And, I talked to Sam. I asked him a few questions, like whose house is it that I was even in? Because the house had nothing in the room. There was nothing on the walls. Just a normal TV. It looked like a bit of an older model. There was a couple security cameras in it. It's like, okay, that looked interesting. And people had to always take their shoes off when they went upstairs. Okay, it's fine. And he said, "Oh, this is a friend of Brian's." And they always talk about this guy named Tony. Like this guy named Tony, Papadulo, whatever his name is, was the head of the Legacy Leadership Collective, and it works for Amway. And Amway is the Amazon of the people, they said. And that's why, oh, you're the seller, you're the business owner. You need to, and Amway is so good for us. And so I speak to Sam a little about it, and maybe we could set up a time for it. And so I said, okay. And then I decided to leave. But as I'm about to leave, I noticed all the already existing members, they were all huddled together with the lights out watching, a special video about this event they were going to have in Florida. And it would only be $150 to go there, including airfare and everything, which is crazy to think of. And so I go home. I felt really excited about, and then I talked to my parents. And my grandmother was there too, and they noticed that Amway, that's a scam. And they told me that my grandmother told me that she was scammed by them once, and that you got to do a lot to just even make a little bit of profit. You make more money, and you make money by hiring people, and those people hire other people, and you don't get as much money. You only get a little bit of the profit. And they told me that it was a pyramid scheme for the most part, and I was getting scammed, and they were conning me, and it almost didn't feel right, because Brian and Sam, they were so nice to me. Jose was really nice. Other people there were really friendly, talk about their experiences. And I mean, it just felt so good, and it just felt so real because of how they did it. But it, and I also saw some of the videos, and like, it was like the one, the Tony, and like, is this a cult? And I go into more detail. Yeah, in some instances, Amway is a cult with how the big people go to the big meetings. You need to meet them. They will make you become super rich and famous. They'll make you reach your goals of what you want to accomplish in life. They don't tell you this stuff in school about how it actually is. That we have the tricks to help make you bigger and better than ever before. And I don't know if it's legit or not. I mean, they said they're not Amway, but come on, they're funded by Amway. They sell Amway products, like Amway's own like cheap bootleg energy drink and their creams and everything. Like, you want to be a salesman? That's not what I went to school for. At the same time, I'm showing the lifestyle of how you want to help the community, give back, and it feels like something that's up my alley. You have contacts. You build up your network of people, and I was told that in school, and I was thinking, hey, you know, I get to build connections, and like, I feel like I've spoken to some of my other friends. They said, don't do it, don't do it, Vinny. Like, don't drink the Kool-Aid. It feels like a cult, and I agree, it does, but at this stage in my life, it just feels so tempting. It just feels so tempting, and I just feel so like, I don't know, like this like feels like the best opportunity for me because I'm being sold that. But is it really? Because everyone that I look at online, they say it's a scam, but like, I speak with the people, I interact with them. It just, I don't know. It just, I mean, Sam said he went to Hofstra with me, and like, I don't know, guys. It's just, I'm at a loss for words. I'm just stuck, it feels like. I really do feel stuck. Because Amway is a borderline scam. It's basically a pyramid scheme. I got to pay a lot of profit just to sell things, and I got to bombard them with messages about buying a product. And do I want to do that? But like, all these other people do it, and they make money, and like, they said it changed their life, and I don't know. It's just... But they say how important it is to save your money and everything. And they said that if it's not for you, you can leave at any time. And like, yeah, but like, it's just so tempting. I just can't. I just can't, guys. It just, I don't know. I just don't know. It is so tempting, but you know what they say. Sometimes if it's too good to be true, it probably just isn't true. And I'm sorry to everyone. I am sorry. I am. I'm not going to do it now. No way. I'm not. Okay, that's just my thoughts on it. I'm not going to do it, but I gotta be kind to Sam. But what do you guys think I should do? Should I continue on with this journey, or do you think I should just leave? But anyway, guys, thanks for speaking with me. Let's catch you all later. Peace out. Make sure to like and subscribe to Zennie62 Media.